another indictment in the Mueller investigation to the government shutdown finally coming to an end. Today has been a very busy one in politics. Joining us now to break it all down and recap it all, as well as political analyst John Keller.
All right, let's start with the shutdown here, John. How does the last 5 weeks set us up for what's going to happen in the next 3 weeks before the deadline?
Well, look, it temporarily stops the hemorrhaging in the president's poll numbers and the political backlash against Senate Republicans, but it also sets up the prospect of much more to come if they don't cut a deal by February 15th. And today, President Trump repeated the same mistake he made last month in that infamous televised meeting with Pelosi and Schumer, where he took ownership of the shutdown. He's now committed to doing it again on the 15th if he doesn't get his wall, or even worse, using emergency powers to fund it in a move many top Republicans have warned him against. But he also signaled, I thought, a possible path to a compromise by saying he doesn't care what they call the wall. That could give Democrats a path toward agreeing to more border security money without backing down on the wall, although, of course, it would also infuriate portions of the president's right-wing base who are already jumping ugly all over him after what happened this afternoon.
And Coulter, among others, today has already been tweeting saying he's a, quote, wimp, and they're very upset that he gave in on this.
Someone ought to tell him he has more power than her.
We will see where that one goes.
Yeah.
We'll keep an eye on it. The other big story today, former Trump associate Roger Stone has been indicted in the probe by Robert Mueller into Russian collusion. So how big of a deal is this compared with others like Manafort and his deputy campaign manager and his personal attorney, Michael Cohen?
Yeah, you know, it's big because Stone is someone much closer to Trump personally and really professionally than Manafort or even Cohen ever were. He goes back with him over 2 decades. And it's big because Stone has already left a verbal and paper trail of evidence that he conspired with WikiLeaks, the conduit for the Russian hacking. Now, these may not be the last charges to be filed against Stone, who may very well know more about any personal culpability by the president than anyone else in this whole saga. So the questions become, will he stand behind his bravado today outside that Florida courtroom and protect the president? If he does, will he be rewarded with a presidential pardon? And if he doesn't or isn't, how damaging could that be to Mr. Trump? Roger Stone's a whole different breed of animal here, and a completely unreliable one on many levels.
Likes to call himself a dirty trickster.
Yeah, well, you know, what goes around comes around. The next dirty trick he plays might be on his old pal Donald.
We will see. John Keller, thank you very much. Another busy week in American politics.
No question.
Fridays used to be quiet.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.